Digital Dragon back to you with another Let's Play. I know some of you are probably thinking, what about the other ones that I've started? I will complete them. And I do apologize I haven't been posting as frequently as I would like to. I got really sick for a little bit and doing much better now. So this Let's Play is basically me playing Pokemon Colosseum and showing you a little bit of tricks that you can only do on a hard copy of the game, and an older hard copy of the game. Because this one, my family got it when it first came out. There was there was some glitches in it that are not in them now, like the ones that came out later, because they found it and fixed it in the newer ones. This one has one where you can actually clone items. So I'm going to start from the very beginning for Pokemon Colosseum. So again, as always, I will call myself Dragon. This is one of the games that I really loved growing up. It was fun because I did play a lot of Pokemon games. I still do play a lot of Pokemon games, as I have all the main series games that's come out. And a lot of these side games. A lot of them. Now, some of them I do have them just as ROMs, but I still do have them. And I do plan on making videos of those games at a later point. But I just figured I'm going to start with Pokemon Colosseum, because it's a really good game. Now, this was the first game in the Ore region, which basically a region that has been taken over by a lot of teams, like a lot of evil teams. First one that you met in the opening credits was Team Snag'em, and what you stole was the Snag Machine. Original names, I understand, but these are some of the best side games out there. Mainly because they work a lot like the actual main story games, and that's why they're some of the best. This is a sequel, XD Gale of Darkness. I really hope that they one day make a sequel to XD, because honestly, it was an amazing. These are amazing games. I just love them. So the neat feature on these is that every battle is a double battle. And that's where the key feature for cloning items are. And the one I mainly use this for is when you get it is the Master Ball, because you only get one of those. Now, this clone does not work on the newer games, like XD. It doesn't. And it also doesn't work on the newer versions. But like I said, we got this game. My family got this game when it first came out, because we wanted a game that all of us can play. So honestly speaking, I prefer Espeon to Umbreon. I know some people might not like that, but I am more of it. I like more special attacks than I do physical attacks. Or I like special attack more than special defense. So I always usually go with Espeon over Umbreon. Okay. Go to Phoenix City. Each episode will be to a admin. So the first episode will be until you battle Mayor B. Or until I battle Mayor B for the first time. This isn't a very long game. It's not hard, but then again, Pokemon wasn't made to be hard. So there's going to be 5 or 6 parts. It's going to be this one to Mayor B, the one to each of the 3 set admins, then one to the final boss, then one episode for post credits. Okay. One of the things with Colosseum, unlike XD, is Colosseum. Every Pokemon, like all the trainers that have a Shadow Pokemon, only have one, including the final boss. Where XD, sometimes like they can have 2, 3, or in the final boss's case, 7. And there's no wild Pokemon in the first game. They were added to the second game, but that's like, there's a 5-year difference between the two. I'm gonna go with Yuki. Yuki is, I believe, and you guys are probably gonna correct me on this in the comments, but I do believe Yuki does mean snow in Japanese. Though I'm not 100% sure because I don't speak Japanese. And quite literally, the only parts that she has to play in this is spotting shadow Pokemon. So we gotta go to the mayor's house at least, which is this way. I don't know what What's with it with anime hairstyles? But they're all gravity defying. In the sort of not hairspray gel combo, the gravity defying, which is strange. I'm not going to spoil the game for the ending for anyone who has not played it. Or doesn't know anything about this game, because there are people who do. Even though this came out around the same time as this is a third generation game, so it came out around the third generation. With Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. Basically, you have to go through the story mode before you can actually start with the fun part of actually capturing and purifying shadow Pokemon. For those of you who don't know, shadow Pokemon are basically Pokemon that their hearts have been artificially closed. So they've been turned into basically mindless drones that aren't limited to what their body tells them, because they ignore, they will ignore fatigue and everything like that. And to the point where they'll also ignore teammates and start attacking teammates. Why they haven't made all their henchmen Pokemon Shadow Pokemon, especially in the later one where, well, they're basically handed out? I don't know. In this game, they're a lot more open to about Shadow Pokemon in this game, with the point that they're giving not just their admins, or not just their members, like the members of Team Snag'em and Team Cypher Shadow Pokemon, they're giving it to other people as well. Gotta go to the shop to get Pokeballs. Shop's down here, I believe. It's this way. I haven't played this game in a while, if you couldn't tell. Gotta go to outskirts town, which is the first town you actually were able to walk around in, to get Pokeballs, so that you can start snagging Pokemon. Yeah, because there's no... Because there's no wild Pokemon, most shops do not have Pokeballs, which makes sense. And we gotta go to the mayor's house. And why none of this at all is anything sketchy? No idea. And this is Mayor B. Arguably one of the best characters in Pokemon. Actually, one of the most fleshed out characters in Pokemon. As well. I mean, his afro looks like a sideways Pokeball. And his theme song is amazing. Now with those ones, each one of those three have a Shadow Pokemon. Well, this one I had to catch first. But all three of those other three, basically Power Rangers looking people, have a Shadow Pokemon. And they're the middle forms for the Johto starters. You can get all three of them, but you can only get one until the post game. But I will go with the one I normally go with. Namely, I will be going with Crocodile. Because I do prefer a lot of the water starters over the rest of them. Not all of them. Like the first generation, I do prefer Charizard over Blastoise and Venusaur. For aesthetics reasons only. Because it's a dragon. And I love dragons. As you can tell by my channel name. Feraligatr is my favorite starter for the second. Swamper's for the third. For the fourth is actually Torterra. Fifth, I do prefer Samurott. Sixth generation is actually a toss-up between Greninja and Delphox. That's what I'm trying to say. The seventh generation, I'm not actually particular for any of the starters, but if I had to choose one, it would actually be Deicidae. I mean, it's a Ghost Archer. What's not to like? And then the 8th generation, I do actually prefer Cinderace. After this game, I do plan on doing some challenge videos in the different generations. Starting with Pokemon X, because I've unlocked everything in Pokemon X, including the Island of Armor and Crown Tundra. And then I'm going to go, because I want to see which, and I'm going to basically do a 18, or in some cases 17, because, well, some before 6th generation there was no fairy type. So let's see here. This is the glitch. If you swap them, it'll clone the Pokeballs, the Pokeball that you use, so that you don't run out. Yeah. Believe Blue Day is at the main entrance. Verde, which is the green one, is on which is near the house, near the or at the entrance near the Mayor B's house, and then Red Day, I believe that's their names, is at the opposite side. So let's double check. Yep. Oh, blue now. See, crocodile. you see, still 60 Pokeballs. I know I got 60, but... Oops. Yeah. It's not just a glitch on... Oh, it's not just a glitch saying that, oh, it's just going to do that all the time. No. Because after this, you'll see... Pokeball, it's going to go down to 59 Pokeballs. Torment. See, 59 Pokeballs now. It's a neat little trick. It's not as I've tried it because I have tried the ROM version. It also doesn't have that, and it works. It should. I believe it works with all items, not just Pokeballs. Is I have heard a lot of people saying that this is the only time that you're actually going to this place, the construction lot, but well, yes, that's well, other than there's one part later in Pirate Town, but honestly, most of the time, like after that, it actually turns into Railgun Tower, which is where where the final where everything is, where the end of the game is basically. So you still do go there, but technically not. It's weird. It just changes name. Okay. So one of the things that you gotta do, first of all, I'm going to heal. In this town, you have to go to a hotel to heal. Okay. So I gotta talk to all of the... Gotta go through all of these guys. So all these guys have a Shadow Pokemon. The good thing about these guys is you can rebattle them at any time. You can rebattle them as many times. So if you miss Shadow Pokemon, you can rebattle them right after and catch it again. Noctowl is a great Pokemon to have. psychic and flying. Well, sorry, it's normal and flying, but with psychic properties. It's only raising defense, not special defense. Hyper mode. Yeah, calling them in this game, you have a really good way to snap Pokemon out of sleep, and I believe also out of confusion as well. Is by pressing the call button. And if Noctowl uses hypnosis, then I will actually show you. Call. See? And Wingle's just a weak Pokemon. In terms of it doesn't have much defense. Or special defense. I like that it actually shows them closing their eyes. And it doesn't just work with Shadow Pokemon. And we'll the attacks Espeon. Just gotta heal. It's actually quite a bit of Pokemon to get within between here and Mayor B. So actually what I think I'm going to do is once I've beaten these guys, that'll be it for this episode, and then next episode I get to Mayor B. And then we'll go from there. So there's going to be 7 parts. Synchronize. Zigzagoon. And of course, why aren't you getting the ball? So that's 2. And by all of them, I mean like I'm gonna, just before I hit the being able to go into the Colosseum, that's when I'll stop today. It's a little bit of story between now and then, so. Just speak with her. Flaffy is another good one to have. Because of... Thunderwave. There we go. That's what I'm trying to think of. Alright. Ampharos is a really powerful Pokemon. I know I'm going back and forth between the battles to the hotel so I can heal, but that's just because I use a lot of HP and health points and power points. Trying to capture these ones. There's Fluffy. There's one piece for the GameCube that I do want to get that will allow me to play Game Boy Advance games on the GameCube. But they're like $100 for that piece. So it's not gonna be for a while before I can get one. The more parts of the hearts that you unlocked, more attacks that they know, or the more things get unlocked. Kinda wish Sleep Powder would work. Skiploom, probably not gonna touch after I evolve it, because I'm not too big on a lot of grass types. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of grass types that I like. Most grass types aren't that strong. So for the Sword and Shield, the first 3 episodes I'm going to do for my Sword and Shield challenges are one's going to be fire, one's going to be water, and one's going to be grass, but 3 starters. And the challenge doesn't actually start until I get the first Pokemon of the typing. So the challenge starts for those 3 episodes when I get the starters. However, the consecutive ones don't start. Like the flying one starts when I get a Rookidee. Bug one starts when I get a charge bug, or sorry, not a charge bug. A blip bug, stuff like that. So it just depends on when I get the first Pokemon of the typing. That's when the challenge actually starts. I'm not going to go through any gyms or any major battles other than the first rival battle, because you kind of have to go through that first. Without a Pokemon of the typing that I'm going with. And I have made the teams that I am going to go through the league with. Already, I have them all saved on what Pokemon I'm going to use, where they're located. Like where the first location of them are, because that'll give me the lowest level that I can get for them. So that'll definitely help. Okay. So in between episodes, I'm actually going to try to purify the hearts of all the Pokemon, so that when I can, I can like all the Pokemon that I currently have, so that when I can actually purify them right away. I'm not going to progress any in the story until except for when I'm recording. And of course, back to hyper mode. Once I get to the Master Ball, I'm going to be doing that with it. Because that way I don't have to worry about the later on captures. In the post game. I'm going to try to capture all Pokemon the first go around. So I got those ones. What I have to do... So there's a specific building that you do have to go into. Never remember which one it is. Okay. Press that button. Go behind here. Talk to all these kids. You have to go to the police station. Talk to those two. Now I believe we go to the windmill place. No. Can never remember. So this. Okay. I believe we have to go in here. Go here first. Okay, now I can advance in the story. Shadow Furt. So after I capture this guy's ferret, sorry. Then that's going to be the end of this episode. So that'll make it at least easier to catch. Whoops. Well, that's a turn wasted. This one's stronger than all my other Pokemon. That should unlock Thunder Wave. It's paralyzed, that should help. Alright, so this is the end of this. That's the end of this episode. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And please, of course, hit the notification bell so that you can get notified for all upcoming videos. And thank you, and good night.